that shit been amazing. I can't see a way out. I've been stacking face down off canvases I painted. I just spent the rain day on shit I can't afford, but that's the price I pay for the memories I'm making. I've been going places, I've been shaking hands for a chance to really make it. This life is so abrasive, swag almost gave it. All this shit I'm laying in, it's only the foundation. I've been going crazy, just trying to find a way. I was in the basement, trying to turn the page. I was going through the phase.
Yo, what's happening, people? What's going on, gang? What's good? Good evening, everybody. Has anybody else zoomed out on Bookmap? Oh, God. Good old Bookmap, eh? We do like Bookmap. Yes, I can see we have attracted them. No problem there. What's going on, everybody? How is everybody this evening, man? What's good, guys? I can see we've got quite a few heads in the room tonight. Who we got? Let's have a look. Who we got in our room tonight, ladies and gentlemen? All right, then. Quite a few new people passing through to the stream. Mad love and respect for you guys for passing through. We got the regulars in here as well. That is fire. Fire. Jaw the Bomb. How you doing, man? Bitcoin Spartan. What's happening, bro? Premier Crypto. It's been a while. Twisted Turnings. Yo, guys, go and check out on Instagram Twisted Turnings. My guy makes handmade custom pens. And he sent me a wonderful pen. All right? He actually shredded a $100 bill. And he put it into this pen. I need to put it up on my Instagram to check it. So you guys can check it out. But go and support my guy. You know, he's got his craft as well. All right, so always support the guy with the craft. That's what it's about. So mad love to you, Twisted Turnings, bro. Twisted Turnings on Instagram, guys. That's what it's about. All right, then. So, what do we know, ladies and gentlemen? For anybody new to the channel, mad love for passing through. If you are new to the channel itself, be sure to like and subscribe, man. It's like I haven't done this in a couple of days and I've lost my touch. But once I pull up the chart, it'll be all back to normal, square one. And he's stuttering as well. So, yeah. Pattern watchers, what's happening, guys? Let's have a conversation. Let's roll with it. Enough of an introduction. So, what do we know, ladies and gentlemen? In front of you right now, you have experienced the stop hunt low rise from Bitcoin. Now, let me just educate you on something. Let's have a look at this image right here. Now, this was taken on the 27th. All right, so yesterday, yeah, just before yesterday, coming into the start of the 28th. Okay, this was Bitcoin on the 5-minute time frame, I believe. Yes, it was on the 5-minute time frame. All right. Now, the reason why I pulled up this chart and I started to pay attention to it was because Bitcoin had actually zoned out in this area here. And I started seeing the market makers' behavior pushing price down lower. Now, the patrons had received light of this, okay? But they did try and make an attempt towards this zone in the first instance. Then they came back down, initiated the stop hunt low, and then they pulled it straight back up. These were the two pools of liquidity in the Bookmap that was showing price where the red vector candle had appeared on the higher time frame. So we were anticipating that price was going to come back to these zones. All right. We come back to the chart itself and you can see they've absolutely ripped that zone apart. Drop onto the 15-minute time frame. And you can see the first instance. What they did was they came from this area here on the 28th. There it was on the 27th right here. They came up and tapped the first liquidity zone. All right. Came back down, stabilized, initiated a stop hunt low and shifted out of the zone. All right. So that's a happy days move right there. If you weren't able to capitalize on that, that's no problem. Because what are we waiting for right now, ladies and gentlemen? And I want to know if you guys are understanding this. What is it that we're waiting for right now? I want to hear your opinions. Thank you very much, Recovering Moon Boy, man. Mad love and respect to you. David. Ain't happening here, bro. There's too many people in here, bro. I can't do that. Yes, retrace. That's correct, ladies and gentlemen. We're waiting for the retrace. Why? Because they did exactly the same thing last week. All right? What did they do here? I mean, come on. What did they do here? They came back to the moving averages too fast. The 200 EMA and the 50 EMA were near enough so close to each other, and then price automatically just breaks out towards the 800 EMA. Well, ladies and gentlemen, look what we've got here. History has repeated itself. History has repeated itself. It's come straight back to the 800 EMA on the 15-minute time frame, which is the 200 EMA on the 1 hour time frame. Pinned it and pulled it straight back. Why is that important? Why should we be cautious? Hey? Is everybody like across the board saying Bitcoin needs to go back up? We're going to be seeing Bitcoin go to 150k before Christmas? Oh my days, what are they trapping people into? You know what? If Bitcoin does actually make that move, okay, from now, and it goes towards 120k, happy days. But like I said to you, and I will always say it to you, I'm not interested in 120k Bitcoin. I'm interested in 58,000 Bitcoin, okay? 58k. Because we're at 56.5 right now, and we can't even get above 57. So why am I interested in 120k? Who's talking about that? Why? It's irrelevant. From a trader's perspective. From a holder's perspective, it's nice to have an understanding of where someone's opinion of Bitcoin and where they think it's likely to go. But do not make the mistake of thinking that just because everyone's talking about it means it has to happen. Nah. Doesn't work like that, ladies and gentlemen. If that's the case, then everything will go in everyone's way. Everyone will be a winning trader. Everyone will start a business and it will be successful. Everyone will do anything and they won't have a problem with it because they know that if the masses think about it, then done. It's going to happen. Doesn't work like that, guys. As I said to you, the marketplace has no loyalty. There is no bias in price. Okay? We are the people that put bias to price. That's why we keep getting stopped out. That's why we keep losing money. Because we make self-believe in this game that price should get to there because everyone's talking about it. Everyone gets hyped up about it. One thing you'll get from this channel, ladies and gentlemen, is you'll be humbled by the market sooner or later if you are not aware that you can actually manage your expectations by simply accepting what it's doing right now. That's all you need to care about. We look to the left of the chart to understand what the market maker has been doing. Because remember, he can't just move price in any fashion to the next point in the chart that he favors liquidity to. No, he needs to keep the retail trader committed at all times, which is why you see this behavior up and down. All right? He needs to do that. If there's one thing I need to try and get into your minds, guys, it's this. Always, always, always add caution to caution. Be mindful with your entries, be mindful with your profit taking, and be mindful with how much money you are prepared to lose to be wrong. Okay? Because if you're not coming to trading with that sort of mentality, you're out. You're done. Finished. Ciao, ciao. See you in a bit, bruv. You may as well start giving your money to charity. At least you know it's going somewhere. When you lose money in this game, guys, you don't know who it goes to. You just know when you opened your long, a sell order was made against you. All right? So what is it about this move that I just need to make you guys aware? Well, look, a lot of people have gone into the hype that, yet Bitcoin is now getting ready to make a move. And it's great, the statements that come out across the board. I love it. I'm like, wow, if only you knew. If price has been consolidating for quite some time, and we do see what we understand to be the start of the first leg of the W formation. Or some of you might think, hold on a sec, Tino, but what if that is the W right there, and then price comes back down here? So let me just move that. Price is coming down here and forming the second leg. Well, let me show you something. What's the possibility that this could actually play out? Let me bring you over to Bookmap. Okay, Bookmap itself is showing a lovely story, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to open it onto the bigger screen, so be mindful if you have got your phones out. I'm even going to just drop it down here to make it easier on the eyes. But let me just show you something. If I zoom out, you can see at the lowest point in the chart down here where the stop hunt initiated. All right? All these orders that were present in the chart before it actually came down all put commitment in this zone. Look at the size of these bubbles right here. So I need to put these volume dot settings, turn them into delta. Volume dots, volume delta, buy minus sell. Close, and it starts to paint a different picture, doesn't it? Yeah? You can see that when they move price down lower, they literally form a V-shaped pattern. I'll watch this happen, All right. And I said to myself, this is going to be a reversal. Why? Because throughout the whole of the book map, considering that we've had this behavior going in the charts, we haven't had this sort of activity over the weekend. All right. So this was the stop hunt low, shift out of the zone. If you looked left, you would have seen the previous liquidity zones where traders had previously entered into the book map itself, sorry, the order book, and they were favoring price at that point in time. So when price comes back up to that point, it starts to pull back to test the intention, and then they come back up. So you can see a pattern: rise, retrace, continuation, drop, rise, retrace, continuation, drop, rise, retrace, continuation. Where we at right now? Now, if we do zoom out a little bit just to look at where we stand with Bitcoin, we need to understand something. Wait for that to load up a split second. Let me just bring it down smaller so it takes a little bit of time. Okay then. 56,460. I'm not seeing much liquidity up here. All right. However, I can see liquidity in this zone of the 70k. Now, guys, do you remember? Every time we pulled up the 70k, it was dark red because they had liquidity kept up there. Now, all of a sudden, they don't have it. There's more liquidity at 50k than there is at 70k now. All right. What do we need to be mindful of? Well, we can see that the 52 zone right here has got a lot of liquidity. If we zoom in a little bit more, we can see that the 50 zone has got nearly 500 Bitcoin sat in that range. Now remember, this is Bitcoin across Bitstamp, Binance, FTX, GDAX, and Kraken. What I'm doing for you right now, ladies and gentlemen, right, is I'm breaking down the understanding of what the market maker is likely to do. Okay? This is what it is. All right? We can't make no conviction. We can see there have been 33,765, okay, orders of absorption in this zone. So 33,765 sell orders absorbed in this area against 3,671 in this area right here. It tells me they favor limit sells. Look at the book itself. There is an imbalance favoring limit sells, so they're pushing price higher. Although there is nothing up here, doesn't mean that price isn't going to come there and have orders or interest being placed at that point. What are we going into tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen? We're going into what? Monday, false move week beginning. We had exactly the same pattern right here. Where was it? There it is. Sunday night going into Monday, we saw this move right here. Okay? They shifted price to the upside. Oh, look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Is that not a same W formation right there? Let's look at it logistically. Is that not the same thing? How many people decided to go long at that point? UK session, after the Asian session, initiates a stop hunt rise, and then they collapse price. New York makes them pay the price as well, and they just continuously bleed price to the downside. Yeah? What if that's the story right here, ladies and gentlemen? What if that is the case? Because the move is too fast, so I say to you again, do not act so fast. Don't think you're missing out on anything, because the first rule is we wait for confirmation of the breakout or the shifting of the zone. Price rises out, wait for the retrace continuation to the upside. That's what you're waiting for. All right? This is the money maker. When they come out in the first instance, and if they're going to trap traders to the upside, they're going to pull price down as far as they can, or maybe down towards 50% retracement of the vector right there, and then come back up. If they're going to come back up, your entry point principally would be within that range right there in the pattern. All right? But you need to wait for confirmation, ladies and gentlemen, because there's no point in just taking the gamble and hoping that it's going to continue just because you saw this big candle here. It doesn't work like that, ladies and gentlemen. It's a surefire way to just burn your money. Are we all on the same page here? Are we all on the same page? There's also DXY. That's on a bull trend. Yeah, Carthago. The disparity between Bitcoin, dollar, and gold. What's the story with that? You know? What's this? Let me have a look at what you guys are saying. Tino sounds bullish right now. I ain't bullish, man, because the bear stands up before he attacks. Is this the same bear? Have we rolled into Jungle Book And we see Baloo popping up. Yeah? And the retail traders Mowgli. Yeah? And the market makers Baloo. He stood up. Are we getting ready to make the move to the downside? Who knows? What do we wait for? Yet again, the confirmation. And that's the basis of tonight's video, ladies and gentlemen, is to understand. Don't fall for the hype when you see this big move out. And as much, right, as price looks like it's forming a perfect W formation, all right, let's break down where, by principle, you could have entered and taken advantage of this. So what do? We drop down to the 5-minute time frame. All right? And we have to pull up the key notable areas in the chart. What do we see? For 54,000, yet again. Look at what they've been doing with 54,000. Yeah? 1, 2, 3, 4 zones at the 54k mark where there is notable interest by the market maker. Big red vector candle stopping volume moves away. Red vector candle breaking through, stopping volume, retrace, continuation down. Most of the volume that appears in that zone right there is a stopping volume candle, stop hunt low, shift out of the zone. Look at how they respect the range daily low religiously down to the pip. And that, ladies and gentlemen, scares the life out of me. Look at that, religiously, straight to the pip. Nothing else. No more ground taken. Yes, it's a pool of liquidity, but they didn't take it. There's a reason for it. They're trapping more shorts to the downside, hit the liquidation points for those retail traders, and completely annihilate the zone. What can we expect next? Because what you need to understand is this. We're at the range daily high. We normally expect it to retrace from this zone as well. So we've hit the highest point and the lowest point in the chart already, and we're now waiting for Bitcoin to show its hand. All right? Now, ladies and gentlemen, tonight is all about the psychological levels. This is the purpose of tonight's stream as well, is to label off the psychological high and the psychological low. All right? One of the guys in here, Awataz, touched upon the idea in one of the masterclass sessions that price had just rejected the psychological low. And that was before price had did that drop that everybody was not anticipating. And on that Friday. It had traded around the psychological low and moved away from that zone. The same applies this week. All right? One practice that you guys should get into is when you draw off the psychological levels, keep them on your chart, but change the color of them. All right? Now, it can get a little bit crazy, but just delete the ones that have passed for, for the past 2 weeks. But if you keep them on the chart, you'll start to see some interesting behaviors at previous psychological zones. Because remember, the psychological high and low is where they set the spread for the rest of the week. They've set the range that they want to build their orders from. Now, will they build their longs or build their shorts? That is what our goal is as traders to establish. Yeah? I'd argue this is the break from the W. Market makers need to exploit the final month of the year. It's more likely that we get a quick accumulation phase rather than another leg for a bigger W. See, I can understand why you're saying that, okay? But the problem that I've got with that is if hypothetically on this W formation, you can see bright as day that, yeah, it does look like it's getting ready to explode out to the upside. And as always, I will wait for confirmation. Once they break above the 200 EMA, retrace it and continue to the upside, my bias is, when I say to you guys, you shouldn't have a bias, but my directions for trades are favoring to the upside. Okay, that's all it is for me. Already, we've recovered most of the red vector candle right here, and we're trying to take back some of this zone right here. All the M pivot points have all been fully recovered. We're waiting for tomorrow's open, which will be in a couple of hours' time or so, and we're waiting to see them set the new ranges. Now, this is a small pattern. All right? Now, if we look at the cycle itself, can we justify that this could be the pattern that sends it higher? So we've got M formation, drop level 1, drop level 2, yeah? Drop level 3, all right? But then it dropped again. So we need to reevaluate. So is this drop level 1? This is drop level 2. Now this is drop level 3, peak formation. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, the cycles and the levels are the hardest thing to establish in price. Why? Because when you're looking at it on the hourly, it's not going to be as clear on the daily. Look at the daily. Where are we at with the daily chart? Just to put things into perspective. We have the big W formation right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rise up. Level 1 drop. Mark it off. Rise up. Level 2. Drop. Rise up level 3. Well, before we can make that conviction that we're going to see price go higher, we need to come above the 50 EMA on the daily. So over the next couple of days, ladies and gentlemen, price could actually respect this W formation and recover most of the red vector candle right here. And that would be a valid claim. However, breaking it down on the smaller time frames, you must wait. Wait for confirmation. Wait for them to break above this zone. When they break above it, wait for the retrace, because by the time they do the retrace, the 50 EMA would have actually crossed further up. Okay? 5 and 13 EMA have yet to fully cross over the 50 EMA and expand. This is what you're looking for. Give you an example of it. When it breaks away from a zone. Actually, we can look at it like this from a short. 5 and 13 EMA cross over the 50 EMA. All right? And they start to expand. This expansion is what you're looking for, ladies and gentlemen. When both the 5 and 13 EMA expand, it implies volatility is coming into the chart. You're looking for exactly the same thing on price right now. Give it a second. Come on. Here we go. You're looking for price to do exactly the same right now on the 1 hour time frame. Okay? So with that being said, guys, if you would have tried to take advantage of this move and you missed it, no problem. Wait for the retrace. That's all you got to wait for. Wait for the retrace. Even if it does decide to move up and recover this zone, what if it retraces? What if you as a trader say to yourself, hold on a second, what if price comes up here? And Tino said to always wait for confirmation, but I've just missed out on a big move to the upside. Well, sorry to burst your bubble, bro. But the same 800 EMA that we tried to come back up to, which I was saying to everybody to be mindful of, if it can't break above it, is going to collapse. We need to break above that zone before we can even consider, realistically, Bitcoin moving higher. All right? Because when you look at it, it's not that far away, man. Have patience. Let them show their hand in terms of momentum. You are waiting for price to make a breakout, retrace, continuation, breakout, retrace, continuation. This is the behavior, okay? The psychological behavior of the market maker. He will move price up in 3 formats. He'll move up once, all right? He'll move up twice, and then he'll move up 3 times, yeah? And all around this zone right here is going to be blue vectors, retrace, blue vector, retrace, blue vector, retrace. Yeah? You know how it is. All right. What do you mean? Vincent, what are you saying to me, my friend? Got some activity in the room tonight. Mad love and respect for everyone passing through tonight. 1,900 of you in the stream. Be sure to like the stream, guys. I like you guys. I hope you like me. Simple as, man. Show some love. All right, then. So now that we've broken down Bitcoin, first thing you need to consider is add caution to caution. Don't move with too much haste. All right? Don't come to YouTube and be, don't be subject to the influence that thumbnails have. You know? Look, I'm in the thumbnail game as well. I'm not going to deny it. I want to draw your attention. But I want to draw your attention for the right reason, to make you aware that do not fall into the hype of this candle just yet. It's too much of a fast move. The same way that they contain price and stabilize it below the 50 EMA, then all of a sudden shake it out. Look at what happened here. They initiated a stop hunt low and shifted out. They triggered the shorts and made the move back up to take on and saturate all of the liquidation points for the guys who went short or who missed out on the short that happened here, because everyone on Friday was long on Bitcoin. All right? But then they missed out on the move to the downside. And this behavior right here made everyone believe that Bitcoin was probably going to go down lower, which is the criteria of the psychological W formation. This little play right here committed the retail trader to go short. Retail traders got excited that Bitcoin was going to replicate another move like this. They paid the price. In that whole hour, they manipulated them, and then they shifted all the way back up and tapped all of the liquidity up here. Poor, unfortunate souls. Because people are impressionable. That's why. They see a candle. Oh, Bitcoin's moving, man. Where's it going? It's going down. Yeah, let's take advantage of it, man, because it dropped on Friday. It's going to carry on. My gosh. What a way to trade. Yeah? So just keep that in your minds, guys. Add caution to caution. You are waiting for a break of the 200, retrace, continuation to the upside. By that point, the 50 EMA would have regulated and stabilized, favoring movement to the upside. The 5 and the 13 EMA would actually start to separate like so. And there's the 13 right there. You'll see them expanding. Bitcoin should be moving up and down. And the moving averages should be aligned to the upside, which will then, by principle, bring the 800 EMA closer and closer, which will then marry up with the 200 EMA to cross over with everything. And then that will turn up, and the 800 EMA would start doing this and start edging upwards as well. That's what you're waiting for. If you want to get to 120K, these are the sort of things you have to wait for in price. Like I said to you. You have to wait for Bitcoin to at least come above the 70 mark before we can even think about the 120K mark, man, because it's just too far away. We're about understanding Bitcoin's movements at increments, because then we can justify when it comes to 70, what are the chances of them coming back down to 60 or 56? We're not going to accept that it's going to come back down to that point based on the way they've played price in this zone, based on how much liquidity has been appearing in this area here. Yeah? I mean, look, man, let me zoom out of this book map. All right? There's nothing at 100K. Why are we talking about 120? There is nothing at 85. Why are we talking about 120? Nothing at 80. Why are we talking about 120? What is the story, man? This is the order book. There's a very small amount. If I actually increase this, I'm going to brighten the screen here. If I increase this, okay, you can see the blue areas are millions and millions and millions of dollars worth of mini trades. They're small trades that are making up this area. So you can see at 85,000, there's 334 Bitcoin. Well, that 334 Bitcoin could be spread out across hundreds of thousands of traders. We're interested in these bad boys right here. 496 Bitcoin in this area. Congestion, look at it. That's where the money's at right now. Why are we looking up here? Who cares about that point? See what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to get across to you guys. Forget that zone. If it gets to it, happy days, man. Brilliant. Let's have a look at what's been going on across the board. Let me pull up Ethereum for you. Same story with Ethereum. Very sharp pattern right here. Very sharp W formation. But the thing is with Ethereum is this. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits to this zone right here. And Ethereum has just shifted out of the zone, but it's kind of pulled back right now. Same principle with Bitcoin, guys. All right? Ethereum seems to be following the same behavior as Bitcoin, so just be mindful of that. Okay? Which book of yours is best for trading? Listen, Risto, it's none of the books that I have written talk about crypto. All right? It's all about the mindset. I'm not interested. If you've got the right mindset, you can go and take any strategy out there. All right? If you are new to this channel and you want access to all these indicators that we're all talking about, make your way to the Traders Reality website, and it says a section there called Start Here, and you can download them all free of charge. All the links you need are in the description of this video. All right? Just check it out. You can download everything, and there are videos on there which will help you, or access to playlists which will help you understand how to install everything and how to use those indicators as well. So just use the resources, join the Discord, get in with the community. It's all there. All right? So what I'm trying to get at is you can take any system. If you haven't got the right mindset, there's no point. And I'll say it again to you. Give someone a strategy that guarantees to them 100% win rate. Give it to two gentlemen and say, go on, go make yourself some money. One of them comes back a millionaire. The other one comes back broke. Well, hold on a second. How can the guy who come back broke, he's got a strategy that guarantees him a win. How is he still losing? Well, it's the mindset. He's obviously getting scared at certain bits of profit and he's holding on to it and not paying himself. Do you understand? Ahmed, what's good, bro? How you doing, my friend? Thank you very much for that. Let's have a look at some altcoins, ladies and gentlemen. Start breaking down these altcoins and let's see what the winners are and where they at. Sol did a fantastic move today. I need to pull up Sol. Sol made a nice flip. All right. I'm waiting for the next 12 minutes for the next hour candle to, in essence, try and make the recovery to this zone right here. But I've been watching Sol for quite some time. We've had an extension of the W formation on the first leg. All right. Now, price is still within the previous zone, so we extend this out. All right. We've got a bit of an extended W formation. We will know the true worth. As you can see right now, the 800 and 200, they crossed over. 50, still pointing to the downside. All right. So there's still a lot of work for these coins to do. Okay. But there's nothing wrong in you guys trying to exploit these movements. So just sit tight and wait for confirmation. All right. Top winner of the day, ladies and gentlemen, RSR. Look at that bad boy. Nice W formation play. Plays out. Look at that. Great move up. Moving averages are all flat across the board. Big sharp move. Don't trust it. Luna. Now, look at Luna, man. We've been waiting for Luna to do this for quite some time. She's been consolidating, but now look, moving averages, flat, shift out of the zone. The first rule, when you are breaking away from a zone where the moving averages are flat, you want to wait for confirmation, ladies and gentlemen. That's what you're waiting for. Wait for the retrace, continuation to the upside. And you know what? Even if price does continue higher, you'll be in line for a great retrace from that point. Okay? Sand is doing really well here. And it's also sticking in with the pattern cycle that we drew earlier this week. We extend it out. It's moved up here. Now we are expecting Sand to try and make the recovery to the upside. It's held at the 200 EMA, so that's happy days for us right there. DAG. Constellation. Sounds like my name. Sharp move down. Sharp move up. Don't like it. Do not like it. Trias. My days, man. So far, Trias has been sticking to this cyclical move. Look at that. So far, sticking to it. Now it's come out of the zone completely. VGX chart. No worries, bro. Let me just get that up for you. I need to get the psychological levels for you guys as well, so just sit tight for me. All right, what's going on with this coin? Wow. Okay. Is that a wick? Is that a wick? Unfortunately, that's a wick. Yeah. Two things can happen with this coin, my friend. It can either come all the way and recover more than 50% of this wick before it makes the move. All right? Not that much data on the coin itself, but we just need to understand that they could actually come back down towards this point in the chart, my man. Gala, back again, waiting for the retrace. Continuation to the upside. Guys, all you need to do is you need to go and look for coins that are pulling back to the 50 EMA, all right? And try and gauge the general sentiment across the board, because there's a good chance that if a coin has been making moves to the upside anyways, excuse me. Let me close this because it's killing up my computer usage. Where we at? Hold on. Yeah. When you've got a coin that's pulling back. So look, Gala's only up 3.85%. Yeah? I would even go to extremes of even looking at coins that have pulled back quite bad. So, look at Render Token. Where's it pulled back to? So, by principle, if you look, you can see that it's moved up, but now it's consolidating at the 50 and 200. This coin could actually continue to make another move to the upside. It's accumulating in this zone. And that's looking at a coin that's down 8%. Do not dismiss the coins that are pulling back, because everyone goes towards these coins and thinks, oh, 16%. Wicked. I'm going to see if I can try and capitalize on that movement. But the only ones that you want to be paying attention to that are up, that are in the green right now, are the ones that are still in the green and pointing upwards away from the 50 EMA. You're looking for this formation, ladies and gentlemen. That's what you're looking for. That's how you grab momentum trades. Okay? Axis is coming up. Nice, great pattern there. All right. So, let's get the psychological levels out. All right. I ain't going to keep you guys too long. But psychological levels. Now, this is on this platform right here on MT4. If you want to download this platform, happy days. Make your way over to the description in the video and it's all there for you. It's all free of charge to download. Now, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here's a classic example of the psychological levels. So, get yourself a trading view chart up. All right. Go over to Bitcoin. And this is for anybody new to the stream, okay? Pull up Bitcoin and get a trend line. Oh, my days, Tino. All of this artwork. Does anybody think I should take up art? I mean, I do love these lines all over the chart because it just shows the method to the madness. But, man, there's loads and loads of drawings on here, man. That's just crazy. No wonder you guys lose your minds when you're on the streams with me. Okay, then. So, take yourself a trend line, all right? And get this number down. Bitcoin psychological high. Now, guys, this is important, all right? So for anybody new to the stream, just write this down. If you haven't got the indicators, just write this number down. Bitcoin psychological high is 54,995. Just get that down. 54,995. That's the psychological high. The psychological low is 53,706. 53,706. Why are these two zones important? Because at the start of every new trading week in crypto, the market makers will set the spread for the week. So in principle, when you draw these lines across your chart, so similar to something like this, and you leave it there, price from now is going to bounce up and down within these ranges. If it moves away from the psychological high with conviction, it tells us that they're finished with building their longs in this zone. They're getting ready to shift out. All right. But that doesn't mean it's going to continuously stay away from that point. What if they bring price back down and try and test it one more time? What if they bring price down even deeper to bring it back into this area where they had built their orders and set the spread? The spread is set by the first high and the first low that is achieved at the start of every new trading week in crypto, which on this platform, a new trading day starts on, a new start of a week is on a Saturday. Okay? Now, go to TradingView, draw a line across it, and leave that horizontal line in the chart. All right? And come back to it next Sunday, and you'll see what it's done from that zone. Ethereum, same story. Do exactly what I just said to you guys. Psychological high for Ethereum is 4,125. The psychological low is 3,980. Don't worry, I'm going to put these in my community post in the channel. And also, if you go into the Discord and you just type in a certain command, it will pull up the psychological levels for you in the main trading chat. Okay? XRP, psychological high and low for XRP is psychological high 0.94. All right, 94 cents for XRP is the psychological high, and the psychological low is 87 cents. All right, look at those two stopping volume candles. Absolutely disgusting. Can't fault that. All right, and one more for my Binance gang. Binance's psychological high and low is psychological high is $609.39. And the psychological low is $585.70. Get those numbers, mark them off on your charts, whether it's on here. You don't have to worry about it on here because it automatically prints the line throughout the whole week. Okay? As I said, if you want these indicators, just make your way to the Traders Reality website and click the tab Start Here and you can download them free of charge. All right? So, to finalize it all, ladies and gentlemen, what's the point? What are we looking for? All right, we're going into the start of a new 1 hour candle very shortly. All right, we will know the worth of this move if they do continue higher. But look, are we seeing the same behavior again? Are they building the longs below key notable areas? in order so they can get price filled at the lowest possible point to shift out? Or are they building shorts? Yeah? What whole number is nearby right here? It's the 56k zone. We understand something about whole and half numbers, don't we? We were talking about it last week. All right? So, tomorrow, Monday, false move week beginning. Go and watch last week's stream on Sunday night. We were talking about a false move and they did it. Monday is notorious for the false moves. It can go up or it can go down and then it will set its true direction. So just be careful. When I was trading Forex, I would only trade 3 days of the week, ladies and gentlemen. Then you want to ask yourself why I don't stream on a Monday and why I don't stream on a Friday. Because I've made the discipline in my mind to not trade those 2 days. And that was from Forex. Monday was always a false move week beginning. Friday was always going to be a profit-taking day or a consolidation day, preparing price for the next week. All right? And you always end up getting caught out with those zones. Okay? So, if you are new to the channel, guys, be sure to like and subscribe. I want to thank everyone for passing through. And I just want to let you guys know, coming into next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we'll be streaming twice a day, guys, because I've just got a feeling that they're going to surprise us with something over the coming few days. All right? And we just need to be sharp with the hunt. That's what we need to be. Remember, we follow their movements. We don't get led. Okay? Market makers ain't trapping us. Let them trap the retail trader. Let them show their hand. Get them all trapped in this zone right here. And we're getting ready for the retrace. All right? Add caution to caution, ladies and gentlemen. Mad love and respect for passing through. And I will catch up with you guys later on. Take care of yourselves. Peace.